Natty Academy, it's your boy Natty King, and we back with another gym vlog. Y'all boys let me know down in the comments. Y'all rocking with Natty Academy, or should I keep finding different names to call y'all? But in today's vlog, it's a chest day, man. Look at my arms, man. It's a chest day though. About to work them pecs, man, so we can be beach ready. But not for this year, maybe for next year though, because this year we probably cook this summertime. Not cooked, our physique not bad, especially coming from where we started at. But in today's video, we gonna be doing a little intense chest day. We gotta make sure we hit every part of the chest: the upper chest, the middle chest, the lower chest. I was going to do chest and back, but I said I'll probably just do back tomorrow. After I get off work, I'm probably going to upload another back vlog, another gym vlog, but it's gonna be based on back. So we just made it to the gym. I'm about to go in there because it's real hot outside and my phone's starting to overheat. So I'm gonna catch y'all boys when we get inside, man. I just hit that for 10 times. Alright, let's up the weight. Try to hit this on both sides. Never going up at the 2 plates. I already know I can hit this.
Listen up. You're not here to be mediocre. You weren't born weak. Weakness is a choice. When comfort calls, you tear down every excuse. Forget about luck. It's all on you. When the urge to quit hits, you don't back down. You face it head on. Because if you let weakness rule, you'll never see how far you can truly
Got 2 plates on this motherfucker. 2 plates, both sides.
go.
Every second you waste hesitating is a moment lost in your evolution. You either level up or get left behind. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Force it. Let that burning hunger drive you forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. Your relentless pursuit is the only way to eclipse your limitations.
Your body is a battleground where pain is not an enemy but a teacher. Each bruise and every drop of sweat proves you're pushing past your limits. When your muscles scream and your mind begs for rest, that's your cue to get tougher. Embrace the struggle. It's where real strength is forged.
Focus on progress, not perfection. Every setback is data, a chance to refine your approach. You're building your future with every deliberate choice, every small victory that chips away at mediocrity. Analyze your failures, learn from them, and let each calculated move push you further than you ever thought possible.
Power isn't given.
Born with nothing means you have everything to gain. While others rely on natural talent, you carve your path through sheer will and ruthless determination. Disadvantages become your weapons. Odds become irrelevant. The world doesn't hand out victories. You seize them through relentless preparation and perfect execution. When they underestimate you, make them pay for their arrogance. Your legacy isn't written in blood, but carved through mountains.
The path to greatness isn't paved with comfort. When others sleep, you hunt. When they celebrate small wins, you're already chasing the next summit. Complacency is death for the truly ambitious. Let your hunger grow with each achievement, never satisfied, always evolving. Your potential has no ceiling. Refuse to let anyone, including yourself, Place one there.
Discipline is freedom. Train until your weaknesses become weapons. Let the fire in your muscles remind you that transformation demands sacrifice. Pain isn't your enemy. It's the doorway to your evolution. When your body screams to stop, that's precisely when you must push harder. Remember, legends aren't born in comfort zones. They're forged in the crucible of voluntary suffering.
Your mind is your greatest weapon. Sharpen it daily. While others act on impulse, you move with purpose. Every challenge, every obstacle, a chance to innovate.
They say alone is how monsters are made. And you know what? They're absolutely right. But here's what they don't tell you. You get to choose what kind of monster you become. See, everybody's afraid of being alone. They're terrified of sitting with themselves, of facing their own thoughts, their own demons, their own potential. They'd rather drown in the noise of other people's opinions than listen to the voice that matters most, the one inside their own head. But here's the thing, alone is where legends are forged. Alone is where champions are born. Alone is where you discover who you really are. When nobody's watching, when nobody's cheering, when nobody gives a damn about your dreams except you. Every single person who ever achieved anything extraordinary spent countless hours alone. Alone with their craft, alone with their pain, alone with their vision that nobody else could see. You think Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan because he had cheerleaders at 5 a.m.? You think Kobe got his Mamba mentality from a support group? Hell no, they became monsters in the gym when the lights were off, when the crowd was gone, when it was just them against their own limitations. The crowd will cheer when you win, but they won't be there at 4 a.m. when you're grinding. They won't be there when you're studying while they're partying. They won't be there when you're building your discipline, one uncomfortable day at a time. That's when you realize alone isn't your enemy. Alone is your laboratory. Alone is where you experiment with becoming the person you're meant to be. But here's where it gets real. When you're alone, you meet all versions of yourself. You meet the quitter who wants to give up. You meet the victim who wants to blame everyone else. You meet the dreamer who talks but never acts. And you meet the coward who's afraid of their own potential. Most people run from this meeting. They turn on the TV, grab their phone, call a friend. Anything to avoid confronting these internal demons. But champions sit down and have a conversation with every single one of them. They look at the quitter and say, I hear you, but we're not stopping today. They look at the victim and say, I understand you're hurt, but we're taking responsibility. They look at the dreamer and say, dreams without action are just fantasies. And they look at the coward and say, fear is information, not instruction. This is how you become a different kind of monster. Not the monster that destroys others, but the monster that destroys excuses. Not the monster that spreads darkness, but the monster that creates light through relentless effort. Alone is where your character gets tested. When nobody's watching, do you still do the work? When nobody's counting, do you still count your reps? When nobody's checking, do you still check yourself? This is where discipline becomes your religion. This is where consistency becomes your superpower. This is where you realize that motivation is garbage. It's discipline that builds monsters. You want to know what separates from the person you're becoming? Every